In this video I shall attempt to repair one of the failed actuators on our solar tracker. They are prone to getting rainwater in them and then the motors pack up. Now I am literally in a muddy field on a workbench under a tarpaulin, and we've just had some of the most torrential rain ever known in New South Wales. So for 3 or 4 days, with it all in pieces, it all had to be left and the rain got to it. However, it's back together, it's working, it's reassembled. This is what I did. G'day. As it's a horrible wet rainy day today here at the land, I thought I'd have a go at stripping some of these solar actuators and see if I could fabric cobble one of them together to work. I've had several that failed. They normally fail when rainwater's got in and destroyed the motor, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to explain how they work as well. The solar controller just supplies 12 volts depending on its determination of what it needs, and reverses the voltage to move the actuator one way or the other. The rams then just run this motor, which drives a gear, which drives a threaded rod, which moves up and down and extends the ram. At the same time as the ram is going up and down, on it is a plastic piece with a bit that sticks out the side and hits these 2 micro switches, one at either end. Now these are wired in with a diode, probably see that there, across the switch, such that when it gets to one end and switches, the motor will only reverse when the voltage is reversed. Then it will run as far as the other way and then make the micro switch and require the voltage to reverse before it can run the other way. So the first one I pulled apart after it failed. I promptly managed to break it, and getting this piece back together proved to be more than a little difficult. The motors, however, are strippable. Runs that way. This middle one won't run at all. Oh well. And this far one right, okay. So that appears to be the one with a completely dead motor. Right, so that's the one we'll pull the motor off. First remove this end cap. You can see how the rainwater has got at these. Sent them all rusty. Must be a better waterproof version on the market shortly. There we go. And there's the inside. Now the motor is held, remove that cog, to the gear assembly. Remove that cog, and you can move the cog that's on a edge, That allows you to remove these two screws. There. And then the motor will lift out. Now the motor, take that end cap off, is then connected via two soldered leads. One here, just clip, and one here. And those, one goes to the motor and the other one goes down there. Cut out there. And then that's the failed motor. Now I have had this one apart before, and I know that when you get it apart, this is the one where water has got in the motor. And when you get to the end, not that end, this end, get to the end, the two little brushes here no longer bounce. That one does, this one doesn't, because the springs that tension the brushes appear to be just mild steel, bit of water on them, and they just disintegrate, and then it's not going to run. Oh, so this one did. So let's have a go. See, get this one off. So it's easier to swap the motor than it is to try and swap the actuator to a working motor. Yay. So this one. So that's the black. And that's the red. That's a long cable. So if we take this out of here, that should be a working motor. So I just need to trim off this. Right, and let's see. Yep, so that works happily that way. probably that way. Excellent. So we take this motor that we know works. Can we see what we're doing? Yeah, we can almost. And we just have to align it there. Right. One of those screws in. Why is this not sitting smoothly against this? Oh, these motors not the same. So it would appear that the shoulder on this here is bigger than this. So the alternative is to grind out on the thing and see if we can take it. Shouldn't take much. Yes, that will do it. Right, I'll just hose that all off with WD to get the bits of crap out. We have made an adaptation. Okay, so there we have the motor mounted. So we just need to solder the red to the red, that black to that white, which goes down to the thing, and then the black to this black. And some suitable heat shrink over them. There. Find me sharp tools, I'll be laughing. Right, so soldering iron, heat shrink, a collection of parts, and we're away. Okay, well, we're several days of torrential rain later. I'm coming back to this. Everything got a good drowning, but I think we can manage to recover most of it. So we'll have a go at attaching the wires, sealing it all up with heat shrink, This is heat shrink that's got adhesive in the middle of it, so it should, once it's shrunk on, also seal itself up. This soldering iron tip's about green crackered. Okay. Yeah, the washing machine going into interstellar overdrive in the background. Sun's out. Inverters producing lots of power. So it's time to play. Right, on with a bit of heat shrink. Pre-tinned both those ends. Yeah. Bit more solder on there. Join them together. So push the heat shrink over. Right, and then the black heat shrink, now the black wire, we have to join onto the switches that go down this way. So I'm pretty sure the black coming in goes to the white, and the black coming out goes to the motor. I suppose if we get the wrong way around, it'll just reverse. You can always reverse the cables on the oops, that's turn that over, get that a bit closer to where I want to be. There we go. This is all a bit fiddly. I don't know if this is actually going to show in the camera. But let's have a go. Roll those two together. It's not a very good joint, that. I've got a piece of crap. Oh yes. Cut the end of that off. Yep, that's the energy on that. Okay. Oh, have I got this bloody... Oh, it's got hot. It's got hot. I've welded off. Excellent. Take that apart. I'll use a slightly larger piece. That's better. Pop that over there. Right, and now just join these two together. Okay. Okay. That should be the soldering done. Okay, so that's the wiring back together. So now all I have to do, that's what I'm using, is try and assemble the gearbox how it came apart. Just took these wires down behind these little pins. Red wire goes underneath there. Right, so this that on there. Oh, we have different bits of box. Well, that definitely goes on there. Oh yeah. And then we have perhaps this goes this goes there. Oh. We'll just try and connect this up now then. It should move. Especially if we connect it to the power, not to the soldering iron. Black to black and red to red and stops. Reverse the power. And it climbs up and out. Why did that come off? That went there. That went there. Right, so reverse power again. Well, it goes the other way. Excellent. So, that has a tiny washer on there, that has a tiny washer on there. All we have to do now is get the end cap back on. That needs to get down there. I need a screwdriver or some tiny pliers to wedge those. I can hardly see this. I need to angle this down a bit. Right. Now, this red cable has to go under that little clip. I'll need some pliers. Hang on. Okay, here we go. So this little clip comes off here. There. And then that wire tucks down behind there, and then this clip goes on the top of it, and then stops that wire moving out. Right, and then that all in there. It's this cap we need. No, that cap won't go on because it's got a lug there. So this must be the cap. No, it's not, because this is in line with this. Has the right cap. That's the cap we need. Oh, that's going to take some editing. Right. Okay, get the right cap and then you're in. This is what happens when you dismantle something. Leave it for days on a bench out in the rain and then come back to it. got it. Right, God, all the bolts are rusty. So, WD-40 time. Right, so if we then wipe that on there, is that in view? Yes, and connect it to some power. We should be able to see it go one way or the other. So it works. So, fixed. Right, I'll put it on the tracker. I don't know if that's going to last very long. It being fabric cobbled together from a collection of broken bits, but I think that'll work. Done on a dry, clean bench, not in the rain, and in one go, and then packed with grease. Probably last a fair time, but we do what we do. Okay, I'll just change this new ram over the old one. Split pin. Take out the low bearing pin. Rain so hard, a lot of the tubular frame has taken on the water. There we go, pin through, locking pin in, unlocking pin in, and then just a case of actually the controller and connecting it up. Do this from the other side, so I'm not installing onto the camera. Right, this is relatively simple. Now, if I've got the motor assembled the right way, just be a case of plugging it in. If it goes the wrong way, I just reverse the wires. There we go. And it's in. And live. Okay. So, now I should be able to switch this to manual control and move it . That's moving towards the south. That's moving towards the north. Oh, was the right way round. Excellent. So, quick, put it back into manual, into automatic, and it's working again. A fix. Success.